Yeah, do you feel like even the bar
Who?
felt he didn't win?
We went and watched the UFC on the weekend.
Whitaker, Adesanya.
2 Australians in the main card.
Mm-hmm.
And it was great. Shout out to Tua Tiavizu. How do you say it?
Tai Tuivasa.
Tai Tuivasa.
Knocked fucking the Black Beast out.
But on a serious note, out of that, I was thinking earlier that it's just so good too, and how proud you are when he comes out with the Aboriginal flag.
Mm.
Like, all jokes aside. If you were...
I think he's like half as well. Maybe a quarter. I'm not sure.
Doesn't matter. But if you were Indigenous and you were seeing that on the big stage, you'd be so proud.
Mm. But yeah, we thought that Whitaker didn't win. And it's a big thing that I think he did. But he didn't, because Adesanya's just a fucking freak.
He's too little. But yeah, it was good. UFC's it's a quick growing sport.
Mate, it's so young. We saw the birth of it.
Yeah, you did. I didn't really.
No.
I'm still slowly coming around.
You were alive at the birth of it.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
But how long was it going before?
Not UFC, anyway.
Chuck.
Like MMA.
Chuck Liddell. Fuck, that would be...
But like baseball was invented fucking, 150 years ago?
True. Even fucking cricket.
When was cricket invented?
Don't know. Yeah, longer. Even AFL was early. 1800s.
When did leggies come along? When did they start bowling spin? That's what I want to know.
I wonder if they meant it.
Oh, sorry, mate. Oh, actually,
hang on a second.
That's pretty good.
Was that hard to hit? It's almost harder than the quicker ones. Less energy also. Yeah, so that's how they were started, the leagues.
Other than soccer?
Offies were probably first.
No. Crooked hand.
What's the oldest game in the world?
Leggies are the natural flow of the body, aren't they?
Soccer, the Mongolians just use heads.
Is that how it started?
That's how old it is, yeah.
Oh, you put up some goals.
Yeah.
What's the goal?
I've got nowhere to kick this head. We should have goal and points.
But yeah, fucking, that would be around.
And offside. Offside coming first. Well, you can't just run up straight away.
They would have had soccer back
Pretty
in
much
like
just AFL.
caveman times.
Soccer,
Yeah,
for sure.
Kicking a rock around.
Yeah. Isn't it funny that like sense of humour would have been back then? So like there would have been like things that are funny, and there would have had to be like, I wonder when depression started. I mean, let's have another podcast where we talk about depression.
When electricity came along.
I think it's actually strong to be weak.
Depression, I can imagine some cavemans were fucking depressed as.
Probably. But it
Back
was
then,
just so
it's been
survival. They're probably just more nature. Consciousness advanced further than evolution.
Yeah, it's probably not true at all. They wouldn't get depressed. It's all just trying to live.
Yeah. I watched a YouTube video.
Primal.
And at what age do humans gain a sense of self? So they know they're a person.
Know that you're a person.
Yeah, so you're like, I am me.
So you mean like even like a fucking toddler isn't like that yet? Is that how you...
I'm asking what you think.
I don't know, like probably straight away in a way, I think.
Well, there's an actual answer, so you can have a guess.
All right, I'm going with... Are they out of the womb?
Yes.
8 months.
18.
18 months.
Yep.
Wow.
They did a study where there's like a fucking cart, trolley, and the kid has to push it, but there's a mat joined to it, so when they're standing on the mat, it doesn't move. And in 17 months, they just don't know what's going on. And then at 18 months, they're like, oh, it's because I'm standing on it.
Right at the 18-month mark.
Exactly the same, yep.
No
Like
one's...
3 separate kids.
Every single time. It's fucking nuts.
I know. It's stupid.
I still don't have it, I reckon.
Yes. We did the mat test with you last week.
Couldn't get it. At what point do you think they're aware of everything?
Don't know. Probably it just keeps going.
What were we talking about, cavemen?
Probably not fully aware of everything now, obviously.
Oh, I wonder if that's not about cavemen.
Oh, you think about that. And I'll talk about how the podcast came up and then came down. And I've come to the conclusion that with everything that I'm trying to achieve, it's just too hard to do it every week with a different person and try and match schedules, and it just wasn't even fun. And I think when I first started it, that, I don't know, I just thought after like 10 weeks it'll just be fucking 50,000 people listen to it and I'll have like 10 sponsors and I'll just keep going. But that obviously didn't happen. So I'm like, what? And I just got nervous about it and I'm like, why don't I just try and have some fun with it? Because it is still fun. So
it is when it's, fun.
So now I just want to do it every week, once a week, me and Jai, and then still do it with other people. But it'll just be like treats. Like when I actually do want to speak to someone and be like, oh, that'd be a good excuse to speak to that person. And use it that way. But also, in hopefully a few fucking months, I'll be going to India for hopefully 6 months. And then me and Jai, whilst I'm over there, are still going to do the pod once a week.
Once a week's tough.
What do you mean?
Give it a bit of leeway.
Why?
Once every... once a week will work.
We'll aim for once a week, if it's more or less.
Yeah.
No, it'd be good to catch up, good reason to catch up with you on Zoom. We wouldn't Zoom otherwise. We just message each other fucking... After 6 months, maybe we wouldn't speak at all.
I doubt that.
But...
Yeah, you wouldn't even have fucking Wi-Fi.
Yes, there's heaps of Wi-Fi over there, surely.
Everywhere. In the huts.
Going off everyone trying to scam me, they've fucking got Wi-Fi, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm keen for that.
But yes, my whole plan for the year is that now I'm more into writing. I'm going to have a website with like a subscription, and when I'm over there, start writing short stories, and then do this, and then kind of go from there, and then travel by myself throughout India for 6 months.
Nice.
Which is proving very difficult to get to. Just got to tell you, so I'm leasing my house out because I'm going on the holiday. The business trip, I should say. It's not a holiday.
True.
I don't know why that character comes out. I'm also sick, but I did a test and I'm negative. So if you hear me sniffle or sound, deeper than usual, I've done a test and I'm all right.
No positives. Neither of us have been COVID positive yet.
No, and we're anti-vaxxers, aren't we?
We're both vaxxed.
I'm not. I've had one, but I won't have a second one soon. No, I'm joking. For anyone that's employing me at work, I'm fully vaxxed. That's what you have to say these days. What a joke.
Yeah, but... what were you going to tell me?
Oh, yeah. So I am trying to lease my house out when it's being very difficult, but this is a situation that I'm in right now, which is I should be a lot more stressed than I am, but I have lost sleep over it. I do wake up sometimes and can't go back to sleep because I think about it. But I'm still trying to get the house into my name, which has been very difficult because I work for myself and I just don't do that very often, as I should, as someone with a mortgage. And so... yeah, I'm leasing the house out to save up because of the same reason, but also I'm trying to refinance the house into my name. So at the moment, I've got 10 days until the court says if it's not sold, you have to sell it, and the broker still hasn't come back to me and said that it's approved. So if the refinance doesn't go through in the next 10 days, I have to sell my house. How fuck would that be?
What?
Yeah, that's the system.
When did you find that out?
I don't know, a while ago.
How long ago?
Weeks, maybe?
Really? Jeez.
Yes. Well, it's the definitive 10 days now is, I only found that out recently. And I don't know if that's too personal because it's obviously shared with someone else, but...
probably.
That's good.
That's the most personal piece of information I've ever heard shared on a podcast. But that's heavy.
Yeah, so that's what's going on right now. So
but
we'll be stressful.
We'll be right, won't we? Because
yes.
everything fucking works out always.
And then I have to wait for that to be done before I can put my house up for lease. So that's pushed me back like 2 weeks. And then, gosh, it's hard yards, but I'll get there.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So that's the situation next week. See, that's why we do it every week. And everyone's going to be like, I wonder what happened to Riley's house. Is it up for sale? And they'll look, and it hopefully isn't.
So they, we won't go further into it. Won't make it any more personal. So, thanks for sharing.
Oh, fuck.
I'm joking.
Thanks for sharing. And, it's actually stronger to be weak.
I love that you can say that.
I actually, I suffer with anxiety.
Yeah, well, it'll work out.
Yes, it always does, but yeah. And then I thought I had COVID, so I couldn't work, and I was stressed about that. But
yeah,
I haven't got it. Life goes on.
Have you seen what's happening in Canada and stuff? What?
Yeah.
I don't know, the trucks.
Justin Trudeau. Is it Justin?
Yeah, he's fucking nuts.
No.
It's like seeing a left-wing person turn into like a dictator.
Well, it's just like there's exactly the same personality traits, but you can hide in different ways and think that you're doing the right thing when really you just want power.
Exactly. So, did Hitler think he was doing the right thing as well?
For sure.
Exactly. It's exactly the same. And he's trying to stop protests by bringing the army in and fucking it's going fucking crazy.
Took the money from the GoFundMe page.
Yes.
Robbery.
Fuck.
Jordan Peterson said, I don't know what's happening. Said that it's the worst, it's the biggest scandal Canada's ever seen.
For sure.
Which is crazy.
As far as I know about Canadian political history.
Well, we just watched Belfast, didn't we? Interesting movie. Give us a recap of what happened.
Belfast was nice, wasn't it? It was about
soundtrack.
In the 60s in Ireland when the Catholics and the Protestants were going at it.
Yep.
And there was a small group of Protestants still there, and the Catholics came and Catholics.
I think, but I don't think this is true. But because of I think Protestants maybe were in Northern Ireland longer, and then to do with England and all that stuff. Then that's when Catholics came. So it was deeper than just different religion. It was you're not even Northern Irish. You should fuck off back to England or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I think that had to do with it.
So it started like a kind of civil war.
Yeah, I guess.
For religion.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, so we watched that and it was decent. Riley liked it more than I did, didn't
Yeah, I'm a fan of history.
It was nice though. Black and white, well shot, good, nice music.
Yep.
Bit of
Jamie fucking Dormer, what his name is.
Oh, sexy as fuck.
He's just been in an Aussie production too.
Has he? Well,
one on Stan where he got an Aussie accent.
Oh yeah. Does he?
Yeah.
So that was his real accent with the Irish.
Yeah.
Try and do the Irish accent.
Aye. Got to do it for your nana. It's more important than this. I want to stay here. This is my family.
Yeah.
I don't know anything else.
Not bad.
Sounds a bit scousy, though, doesn't it? We don't fucking get knocked out. Yeah, lad, when I was young, I actually... Yeah.
We just don't get knocked out.
Yeah.
We just...
But yeah, that's the Northern Irish, and it's just funny, human nature, the way it stems through things, doesn't it?
I suppose so.
Yeah, well...
And we don't really know what Protestants actually believe, but we think there's a hint of fucking aliens in there. There was a mothership.
Yeah, that could have just been the kid's interpretation.
Yeah, but it was, I don't know.
Cute little kid.
Some religions believe some weird stuff.
Scientology.
Have you seen what they think? Have you seen the musical?
No. Have you seen it?
Yeah, it's good. They've conquered every fucking medium. They've even done a good game.
Really?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's called the stick of something. South Park's the stick. We're talking about South Park guys, by the way. The Stick of Destiny or some shit. But yeah, apparently it's really good. And they've done a sick musical that's funny and the music's good. Obviously South Park. Basketball, good movie. They
To
don't
America.
know. To America. They don't know anything else.
South Park movie.
Counts.
When fucking Philip and he dies because he fasts too much.
All I remember is like the devil in it.
I was never a big South Park fan.
True, but have you given it a chance?
Not through my adult eyes.
We were more Simpsons lad, yes please.
Fuck yeah. Simpsons and then Family Guy did a late run.
Family Guy snuck in there for a bit. But
We were in like
I've seen
year 9. It was probably perfect timing.
I've seen some South Park eps recently in the past year or so that I thought were good as.
Yeah.
So that's on us.
Rick and Morty.
But yeah, The Simpsons are the fucking best.
Simpsons is the best. And the capitalist beast slowly took that too. God bless their souls.
You know it's an actual thing that people rate Futurama over it? Simpsons?
It's like the underground Simpsons.
Yeah. It's like got a higher rating on IMDb and everything.
I reckon Enchanted is the best.
Enchanted, what's that?
It's like the new one that Matt Groening made.
Oh, the one like the fairy fucking chick?
Yeah.
That didn't fucking have legs.
I don't know, it's probably
You know what I don't like about
the
the streaming services? Like something like that
goes missing.
Yeah, now there's fucking...
They should somehow do it like YouTube, where you can like scroll through it. They should have their own version of YouTube of like 3-minute clips of something, and you watch it, and you're like, oh, I want to watch.
I guess they
kind
of do that with the fucking trailers. How else do you do it?
True. No, but it's so clunky. Like you're looking at one thing at a time. You feel like you're going through a book, and you're not going to see anything. Whereas YouTube somehow makes you feel like you see everything that's there to be seen.
And TV is always at a fucking schedule. That was the best thing about it.
Yeah, true.
And you're like, oh, Wednesday we have to watch this if you want.
But it was less like every Wednesday night this is on, and you sit down and you watch it, rather than kind of like, oh, do I want to watch? We're spoiled for choice.
That's nice too. Yeah, exactly. Now, like,
Last night,
what should we watch now? And back then it's like, what can we watch?
Last night I actually did it. I committed to something that, and I had that thing where I'm like, oh, I just want to watch YouTube for fucking 2-minute clips for 4 hours and then go to bed. But I'm like, no, I'm actually going to watch something because I'm stuck in the algorithm and of all the same stuff, and I'm just like, fuck, I'm getting all my bandwidth from fucking 5 American podcasts. And Jordan Peterson talking shit.
Matt and Shane, shout out.
But yeah, I watched Bump. It's a show on Stan, and
What's it about?
I think it's made in like, it looked like Wollongong, but like Western Sydney or...
Is that the one with Zac Efron in it?
No. It's a series, fully made in Australia. With no, like, Aussies in it.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was good.
What was it about?
A girl has a baby, and she's in high school in Australia.
A comedy?
Yeah.
Really? Nice.
Yeah, there was a few bits where I was like, that's funny.
Juno vibes.
Yeah, well, it is, yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, that was good.
Good on you for committing to something new.
Yeah, I watched an episode and a half.
You know what I watched last night? Seinfeld. But that's good too. Yeah. I haven't seen all of it.
Yeah, they definitely worked out a sequence of that show and just kept doing it.
Yeah, there are a couple of eps that annoy me. Yeah. And I watched one last night where, you seen the one where it's they go to a party and they get the fucking chocolate bread thing, but...
Oh, yeah, it keeps fucking up.
Yeah, the whole app just annoyed me.
Yeah.
It's frustrating. Oh, there's a hair on the cake. Fucking take the hair off.
Yeah.
It's just stupid.
And they couldn't get it back to the party or whatever.
Yeah. George with his money was funny. But, yeah. But I've noticed that. Not to say Seinfeld's fucking overrated or something. But it's great.
What's the deal with Doritos?
They're good!
How they get a corn like that?
But yeah, so Bump's good, eh?
Yeah, I'll probably continue watching, or maybe I won't.
How many eps do you watch?
1.5.
She hot?
Not really. But.
Good on you.
Actress hot.
Actress hot, that's good.
No, I mean, like, she's not that hot for an actress, but in real life she'd be hot as probably.
Okay.
She worked at the local milk bar.
You wouldn't have a second look.
Yeah, I would for sure.
There you go.
I would have fucking 10 looks.
No.
And I'd say, hey, I'll give you a little baby. And she'll say,
She's got one.
That happened in my show.
Oh, yeah, show. Thought you were in the show.
Yeah.
Could be.
Might be. There's a third season renewed, so I might do an audition.
Is there a love interest in it yet?
Yeah.
Already?
No. God, you can see what's going to happen.
1 ep in. Fair enough.
So she just has a baby out of nowhere, and she only had sex with one person, and it was like a one-off thing, and they never even spoke, and she didn't even know she was pregnant. She just had the baby.
Oh, is it one of them fucking phantom pregnancies?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Where she like doesn't show bump.
Nothing.
That's why it's called
She
bump.
just gets a sore stomach and she goes into labour at school.
Really? That's a good premise.
Like the one funny bit was
So you
like
should have sold it at the start.
she said, this girl was walking or something. Anyway, her best friend said something to the guy. This big Mary guy was like, "Oh, you can practice on my dick or whatever." And she just like turned around and she's like, "That's funny because you're a fat fuck and I'm actually good looking, so that would never happen." It's good to see a bit of rawness in a show.
So true, man.
Yeah. Well, speaking about the algorithm, Rogies.
Oh, Rogies. Our boy.
Going after him. We don't even like him that much.
Nah,
we love what he's about, but we don't.
Never actually watched
I
it.
personally
Listen to the pod.
don't think he is funny.
Not on the pod.
Which is not his. Which is.
It's not his
But he's got other strengths.
Yes. He definitely speaks to interesting people.
Yeah, and he knows a lot about a lot. Or a little bit about a lot.
Yeah.
And kind of ask questions that you were like, oh shit, that was good.
Yeah. Yeah. I like hearing him talk about UFC and stuff as well. He knows his shit in some stuff, but yeah. I think his fucking stand-up's not bad too.
Yeah.
But
just a lot of energy. Little bald guy waving his arms around and yelling.
Yeah, it's so blatant to see them fucking shaking their boots because he's got too much power. And they just try and do something.
Yep.
And it comes across in a fucking... They literally dig up bad words from years ago. I mean, they do it to everyone, obviously, but it's still not going to do anything to him, surely.
Well, no, it's just ridiculous.
He's going to shake it off in a week.
It actually got me angry to a point where I'm like, fuck, I need to stop like following this. Because it's just so blatantly stupid. And I'm like, you couldn't speak to a person one-on-one and for them to say his podcast should be deleted. And they have like an argument where you think, yeah, that makes sense. So the only thing where it came from is like he was just going against a narrative of media and government.
Yeah.
And then just because he's normal,
doesn't go with the fucking...
Yeah. They want to delete it. How's that different to burning books?
True. But yeah, it was weird to even see him do a fucking, like, typical celebrity apology.
Yeah, I know.
He's like, I'm about to say sorry for the most shameful thing I've ever done with the fucking N-word thing, obviously. And, yeah, that was strange to see. But it would have been like damage control. His agent, manager, telling him, just do one video.
I know.
Maybe it's just all him. I reckon like the laying low and like how he didn't go to the UFC and shit would be his manager or something. But who knows? He's probably just... He's good though. He doesn't check the fucking thing.
Comments?
Too much, I reckon. He's not in that world too much.
Yeah.
He just does his pod and moves on.
Yeah, good.
Goes to UFC. But we're not that big of fans.
Well, that's what I mean about the algorithm. It just gets you, and then it seems like fucking all you're thinking about, and you forget to like be like, actually, is it going to affect me at all? But how fucking just life makes you kind of turn political. Like when we were younger, we would have been like, I couldn't give a fuck about whatever the government does, and now it's like, what the fuck? You can't do that.
It's true.
And then we've gone through a thing where they've like, things have changed and they've kind of showed their fucking dark side. Just how much power they do have.
Yeah,
there's nothing you can do. It
gets to a point where you have to be like, no, I'm not having that.
Yeah.
And then you go that way.
Because whenever you think shit's bad, you're like, well, I can kind of do whatever I want. And then we had to go to a thing where it's like, no, I can't do what I want.
I think for me, COVID was huge for that.
For sure.
So maybe it's a good thing.
Just open your eyes to a bit of corruption.
For sure.
Just
everywhere.
a flawed system.
Not even just corruption, just how fucking incompetent they all are. All of them. And
how the machine just works a certain way.
No one can handle fucking anything.
Yeah, that's it.
If something kicks off. That's why I think if a war happened now, it would be fucked.
I mean, there would just be proper leaders come to the forefront, whereas now it's like fake leaders. Like Joe Biden is fucking literally not all there.
So you do not think America and Russia and that will ever go to war again?
Fuck do I know. Probably.
If you had to guess.
Yes.
You know there's always the propaganda around it. And it'll obviously be Russia or China and shit like that. Apparently this new stuff about it isn't that even that bad, and they're just all blowing it out of proportion.
Probably.
Seriously, as probably a distraction for something else.
How many fucking big Hollywood movies where it's like the fucking Russian spies and they're real bad?
Yeah. Who else do you choose though?
I mean, they did kill fucking millions of people from Stalin and stuff, so probably good to keep an eye on them.
They're alright now though. Putin's a great guy.
Good literature back in the 40s, 30s.
Stanislavski.
Dostoevsky.
Yeah. Putin does like kill people. Poisons fucking opposition. That's
the one upper hand they have. Whereas, but I reckon America is probably better at hiding it, or fucking Australia, whoever. Is that they're, or it might just be propaganda, but they would just do things more obvious. Whereas America probably just do the exact same shit, but less obvious.
Do you think there's a point in any country that, like, say you live where you are now, or in America, do you think there's a point where any country could do anything to their people and you'd intervene in any way? Like Russia or something?
Yeah.
Or like a fucking, I don't know, war crime?
Yeah.
Like what point?
Like how you go fight against Germany because of what they're doing.
Well, the Jews.
Yeah, just all of it. Just their demeanour. So yeah, if something like that happened and you got like fucking drafted to go fight against pure evil, you would.
Do you reckon one day it'll get so bad we'll get drafted?
I don't know. It'd be hard to trust anyone that's drafting you. Like to be like, are we the baddies?
Some Black Mirror.
Fucking David Mitchell sketch.
Oh yeah.
Are we the baddies? So yeah, hopefully no war anytime soon. There's a war on consciousness, man. The war is in our minds.
The metaverse, could talk about that.
We could.
Is that in the plot points?
Haven't got plot points.
How long have we got? Half an hour, nice.
Nice, we're getting through it.
Flying by.
Yeah, we're warming into it.
Yeah.
We're going alright.
First one in a while.
Yes. I mean, probably could be a bit more bubbly. That's just us, isn't it?
No, you sound a bit tired. Nah, let's move going.
Just comfy in your Lornell's house.
Hey, shut the fuck up.
God rest her soul.
Yeah, I know.
Went
I don't
to
believe
our first Catholic funeral. What? Can't talk about a Catholic funeral.
Yeah, how was that?
It was fucking weird as.
What happened? That was weird.
So,
Just saying, my grandma died.
Jai's nonna passed away. God rest her soul.
Love
and
you.
then, at a funeral, which is around the corner, was a first full Catholic funeral I've been to.
I've had a few.
And I walk in and sit down, and this guy, the priest, starts talking pretty much for 45 minutes about God. And the whole time I'm like, what the fuck?
Hymns. Shit.
Yeah.
Verses.
And like fucking just whatever he said kind of sometimes tried to relate it to your nonna, but
So-
mostly just not even at all.
So
Just abusing everyone and giving them and preaching.
It's the old wog traditions. They all fucking love it.
I know.
All these like old nonnas in the back were just loving it.
And then every time, every second minute, stand up. You have to stand up, and then
Kneel,
kneel. Yeah,
kneel, stand.
I didn't kneel.
I didn't kneel either.
But, and then your fucking, yous all spoke at the end for a bit, and that was like the fucking best bit.
The cousins.
And it was like nice, and the vibe was good.
Yeah.
And like an Aussie funeral is just the people talking the whole time. There's no fucking testament to God.
I think that's perfect. Oh,
Oh yeah, and then he handed out the fucking biscuits, and you're only allowed to go get one if you're Catholic. That should be a fucking.
I'm pretty sure that's not a thing. I'm pretty sure that was just him.
That should be in the news, mate.
He was like this funny little Filipino priest, and I thought he was funny. We thought he was cute. Riley fucking hated him.
I was about to yell, stay out of it. It's like with that at footy.
But at one point he questioned the cousins.
Yeah.
Of like, and just like silly questions too. Like at one point he said, "What have you achieved?" To me and the cousins and my sister, and it was like, I wanted to say, with what? We just had to be like, not much.
Yeah.
Love.
You just have to say nothing. Whatever you say, it's like, that's not what I meant. So I graduated. No.
No. What have you achieved? Nothing. Correct.
That's because you don't believe in God.
You don't get a biscuit. Fuck.
Jesus,
Hey,
mate, Mr. Popular.
I'm blowing up.
But Jai read a poem,
Yes.
and it was gorgeous. So good on you, mate. I was very proud of you when you did that.
Cheers, mate.
Send her off nice and well.
Yeah. I hope she heard it somewhere.
Up to heaven.
Some other dimension, I reckon.
Yeah, she would have been walking around.
She's like right next to me, but in like a different.
Tell her to talk into the microphone.
No. You want a word? No.
Come on.
You eat something.
All right.
But she was a great lady. She was the most generous person the world has ever known.
Yep.
And that was what the poem was about.
Yep.
So yeah.
Good on you, mate.
Nice, cheers.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't fuck with that, the traditional Italian funeral stuff either.
It just took all, like, I was going there expecting to like get emotional, and by the time you spoke, I was just like, this is fucking bullshit.
Boo.
Come on.
And there was a singer too, a lovely, beautiful singer and a piano player.
Yeah.
And she would be singing like this beautiful chorus, and the priest would join in the songs he knew.
You sing Amazing Grace, and I'll be the priest.
Amazing grace, how sweet.
Shut up.
Wait, cut it out. But yeah, in the end, he was.
That's
he was
one
cute.
thing. When I first walked into the cathedral, because I've been to like a Buddhist temple and stuff, so I actually believe in like fucking pockets of energy. And when I meditated at that temple, it was like you pretty much get into that meditative state straight away. And I swear an hour and a half went for like 5 minutes. So that transcendental state that you get to, which is hard to get to. When I walked into the cathedral, I had that feeling like there was like a good energy, like real leveled energy. So yeah, and then I was like just gonna say to my body, like, what the fuck?
Start going to church, mate.
Maybe I was Catholic in a previous life. Well, I 100% would have been, because I'm a palm lad. The body would have anyway.
There'd be good vibes in there anyway. It's all about fuck.
Cathedral.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck.
It's just all the history, the rich history in there.
This is my theory. Are you wanking?
Yes.
I'm still talking about you not a funeral then. This is my theory, that priests aren't pedophiles, like the way a man on the street is a pedophile. Another fucked up YouTube clips is watching these Dateline pedophiles get caught.
I haven't seen that yet.
Oh, it's like the saddest thing ever. when they
Or
just
do-
know
how do
they're
they
fucked,
catch 'em?
but they're kind of glad.
They're like meeting up to fuck a kid,
Yeah.
and the kid meets up with them,
No.
but the kid's a camera crew.
They just say they
catfish them.
they catfish them. There's no kid, real kid. And then the guy gets there and the guy just walks out with like 4 cameras and the guy that hosts it.
Fuck.
And they're just like,
Is that catfish? But they don't do pedos.
I don't know.
Just
It's
normal
like backwards catfish.
It's fucked.
Yeah. But there's people online that actually, that's their job, to try and catch people.
So what the guy say?
Stop fucking kids everywhere.
Say what one of them said.
A guy come in and he was like, it was the most honest guys that ever got caught. I can only watch like 2 because I was like, oh, it's just fucking
Sure, buddy.
whack. No, because you actually weirdly feel sorry for them. Because it's like, they've got a condition.
Mental illness.
Yeah. So one guy came in and he had a wife and kids and he was a high school teacher and just looked like a normal, good fucking American citizen. And he walked in and straight away he goes, I knew it. He goes, I knew it. This is a setup and I just came anyway. And the guy talking, and he's like, I've never done it before. This is the first time I was ever do. He's like, just arrest me, please, just arrest me. And they're just like, and they start talking and they're telling him his text messages. And he's like, can you please just stop? I'm going to be sick. Can you please just arrest me and put me away and execute me? Like he just wanted to.
Do you believe him?
Yeah, for sure. I don't
Might
know.
have been doing it heaps.
I don't believe that, whether it's the first time he's done it.
They just dupe a fucking random guy. Ruin some cunts. Well, I guess his life should be ruined.
Well, that's what, if the girl was fucking 12 years old and she was there, he would have done it. That's why he was there. So it's like attempted pedophilia.
Yeah.
So my theory on that is that priests, obviously some of them could be, but more the point that if you're a priest, you're not allowed to have sex, you're not allowed to masturbate, but you just fucking can drink red wine every day. How long have you stopped wanking and you drank every day and just sung at funerals until you fucked a kid?
2 days.
Even if it's fucking 20 years, it's going to happen. So they should fucking just let them wank or fucking root women and then maybe they'll stop rooting kids. It must be pretty prevalent.
Surely they just go against their vows before you fuck a kid, though. Just fuck a girl.
Yeah, there must be something about it.
I think it's those cute fucking altar boys.
That would be
Little
pretty
cute
cool.
dress.
Well, that's pretty much what Fleabag is. The priest falls in love with her. Another good show. Written by a woman to prove that I am not.
Is that what the premise is? He's not a pedo, he just falls in love.
Season 2, I think. Season 1.
Spoilers.
He's in it, yeah.
Good premise.
Yeah. And does he choose God or does he choose her?
For sure.
Surely they can make a few little mistakes.
Yeah.
Back to the algorithm. Kanye.
Pretense.
Pretense? Pretext? Pretense.
What?
That we are obviously massive fans.
Pretense?
Before discussing his latest saga.
Yes. We might be a little biased, but it's hard. He's hard to defend sometimes, isn't he?
Yeah. So when he was like fucking dating Julia Fox, I thought, yeah, it's just fucking like sad. And she belongs to the streets, bro.
Yeah.
And she's had a kid less than a year ago with someone else. Now she's doing all this. Yeah, anyway, good on her. That's how she's making her bag. But
She's gorgeous.
I just thought Kanye seemed like, I don't know. And then now that he started like posting fucking every 5 minutes, you kind of think like, fuck, he's funny. And he literally just like above the game.
He just doesn't give a shit.
He just
In a way, that's special.
yeah. He like breaks unwritten rules. Like it's not cool for him to talk about Pete Davidson, but he's just like, fuck it, I feel that way.
Calls him skeet.
Yeah.
Calls him a dickhead. And part of me just feels he's fucking smiling at his phone.
Yeah.
Taking the piss.
And knowing he's going to release an album in fucking a week.
Yeah, he's just a fucking genius.
And everyone's going to listen to it.
No, but they are like, the shit they did with his kids and that, didn't let him go to his daughter's fucking birthday. That's actually, should be put a magnifying glass on.
I know. When kids get involved, that's when fucking the whole celebrity status should take a back seat. That's what I try and say to them.
Horrible people. Yeah. But maybe there's stuff behind the scenes that we don't know about.
True.
But
I don't even think he really even wants her back. It's just that thing of like, I want to be able to get what I want.
yeah, I reckon he just wants his fucking family back.
Yeah, maybe.
Be together. Because what is a man without a family?
Not much, mate.
But yeah, so we don't really care, do we?
Not really.
As long as he keeps
It is interesting
making them tunes.
I've been looking up his name to see what he's been doing. I just hope he stays a good dad.
Donda too. I wonder how that will be.
But he is like this. You can't say that he's one of the most influential artists.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, he's become like the biggest pop star while being not pop at all.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose some of his music can be classified as poppy, but
Yeah.
He
Not
just-
poppy, but mainstream, you could say.
yeah, he was always just more about himself and not. Well, maybe not in the early years. Who knows?
He's definitely got fucking like a big American ego attached to it all. And narcissistic
For
things.
sure. He's got those egos that they get so big and the only place they can go is run for president.
Yeah.
Him and Trump and fucking.
Yeah. It's just
The Rock will probably have it soon. People like them.
The Rock before the Super Bowl. Did you see
No, I
that?
didn't see it.
Yeah.
Heard about it. What did he do, the hacker?
No, he just like did this like fucking
Bruce
motivational speech.
Screaming and shit.
Yeah.
Halftime show was pretty good though.
That was fucking sick.
Dr. Dre, he was cool. Kendrick was cool.
Kendrick's a legend. Kendrick and Eminem on the same stage with 50 Cent and Snoop Dogg. Bro, that is like so cool.
I didn't see the 50 Cent thing the first time.
What,
Him hanging upside down in there.
he didn't think to look.
But
What do you look at usually? Just people's legs.
no, was he up first? Or with Mary J. Blige?
Yeah, you might have missed it.
I missed it. Mary J. Blige, though, I don't really care about her.
Yeah.
What's her biggest song?
I don't know.
But, yeah. Eminem was lip syncing at the start, though.
Probably.
I think he started rapping, though. I've never been the biggest fan of Eminem. Have you?
No. It's too like whiny.
Yeah. I guess the old albums are better. A lot better.
Must have been good like music.
He has some sick songs. Real
Put your
Slim
hands
Shady.
up like you.
Dun 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 dun. What a tune. And he has, obviously, good raps. But now he's just like, it's too fucking safe. It's too sober.
What about the album where it was with Rihanna?
Yeah. Exactly. He's
I
too...
love that song back in the day.
Run This Town? Is that it?
Nah.
Is that Jay-Z?
I'm going to put my fist through the drywall next time. I'll be here next time.
Yeah.
Can't remember Rihanna's chorus though.
Remember in high school when we got into Rihanna and that being like 666
Illuminati
figures?
Nice.
Probably still are. And they're just pushing exactly what they want.
There's something going on.
There is something going on, brother.
The porn's just like under the silver lake.
The metaverse.
What about it?
How dumb is it?
It'll be alright. I think it's alright.
You reckon?
Yeah, it's pretty much just like the internet unfucking charted.
Yeah, but fucking...
Just really smart people who know how to do illegal things.
Yeah, I mean, like with the headset and shit on.
Yeah.
And they're trying to... I don't even... How do they... It's just not going to work until you get put to sleep. That's all that's going to matter.
I don't see how it would work better than just like I can't see how it could work outside of gaming.
So,
And then gaming just becomes better.
why would you hang out in the metaverse? I guess you can be different characters and
Isn't that just a game as well?
yeah, just meet up and.
But then it's
talk.
the internet. It's like saying the internet's only good for fucking games.
Yeah, but also all the land you can own there and now and that. It's so
I don't
fucking,
get that.
It's so weird. Maybe we just don't get it.
But if it does become a full metaverse and you own fucking land in it from when it first began, that's pretty cool.
I guess. But isn't there unlimited land?
Yeah, but if you have to fucking walk to places, surely you can just fucking teleport. But there might not be any access to a place where celebrities are. That's fucking gay. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, and I think it's literally just owning the land. It's like an NFT.
I think NFTs have proven to be fucking shit. And it was all just hype.
Everyone's still pushing them. Yeah, I don't fuck
You can
with
tell anyone that talks about it that has one and who doesn't. Because people that have one, they're just like, they're the fucking, it's yours. You own it. What does that mean?
I saw a piece
No
of
one
like
else.
granite, some kind of rock, a picture of it, NFT, sold for like 400 ETH, which is fucking.
It's money laundering,
money. I know, yeah.
I like to invest
Silly at the moment.
old school. I'm stoic like that. And I only invest in value and what is undervalued in the market that will soon be valued properly. I like to get there before the crowd, not with the crowd. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's how I invest. And that's how I've become
like a house.
a multi-million-dollar man.
Well, that's good.
No worries, mate. Want some money?
A little bit.
I've also been watching Undercover Boss, and it made me cry the other day.
I think I have a boss.
Yep.
What's that show?
Undercover Boss.
Yeah.
It's when a CEO goes undercover. It
That's
says it in
what?
the title.
Yeah, but why?
To fucking suss them out. They're undercover.
Fuck with his fucking minions.
See what's happening. See what's really happening.
How'd it make you cry?
No, because this girl went in. So this guy the boss didn't actually go, and another girl went, an actress, and they filmed her, and they did all that, and they must set it out like it's a TV show for something else. Otherwise, the fucking people would just see all the cameras and be like, "The fuck." Anyway, there was
all
this.
fake.
Yeah, probably. No, you can tell. Oh, I could tell, mate.
Sure.
They were the best actors in the world. And this girl, she was talking to this worker who was there, and she was really, really nice and like patient. And sometimes they're like the opposite because there's someone that always trains them because they're new, or they're like fucking having an audition. What's that called? A trial. Yeah. So, and this girl said that she has a 2-year-old. She's only like probably 18 herself, and said she has a kid, and she works 2 jobs, and she's like, I just do everything I can to try and give my kid a good opportunity. And they showed all that, and then she was really nice as well as having that fucking side stress or full stress. And then the CEO pulled her in and spoke to her, and he gave her like 30 grand, and then set up a college tuition for the kid. And the girl was like started crying, and it got me. I'm like, fuck, I wish I was in like, you had money to be able to do that for people, just to be like, you know what, you deserve this.
That's why the YouTuber, Mr. fucking Beast or something.
Oh, yeah.
That's what he does.
Yeah.
That's how he got so big. Just surprised.
Isn't that weird? You make heaps of money off giving people money.
Yeah.
That's how it starts.
That's sick.
Must have money to begin with.
Yeah, I think he was like a YouTube star first, maybe for gaming or something. Do you know who fucking PewDiePie is?
The girl.
No, there's a guy.
Oh.
He's like the
Isn't there a
most...
fucking porn star that is that?
Probably. Named after him.
Poo Pie or something.
PewDiePie. Yeah, he's like the biggest YouTuber ever.
I just fucking
And he
dug
never...
myself in.
But yeah, he's like... Oh, fuck. He's like the biggest YouTuber
Yeah.
by subscribers. And he's famous as fuck. And you've never seen him pop up on your YouTube, have you? Weird, isn't it?
Why is he
It's a
bad?
whole different world. Nah.
Oh,
I don't even know. I don't watch his stuff. But
that's why it's
he would have been like that, the Mr. Beast.
bad looking at YouTube all the time because you do get caught in your own fucking... It gets you stuck in a mindset, like a bubble of an algorithm.
Because if you're not looking at a... sound, I meant that. Because if you're not looking at a form of media, where are you going to get your news from? So the fact that we're just like following YouTube narratives with the Rogan stuff and all that, we just like, they'll get you somehow.
But isn't the algorithm kind of a extension of your brain? Like, I wonder what comes first. Because it's trying to follow you and see what you like.
Mm. And we've all like, I know, do you check Facebook ever anymore?
Once a day for my memories.
Yeah, me neither. But I check Twitter a little bit.
I said once a day.
Yeah, but it's not much. But yeah, I do check Twitter a bit. Just to scroll NBA and shit, and that's how I'm locked into the fucking whatever's going on. It's like bullshit. And you're a bit of an Instagram man.
Yep, sucker for the gram. Those reels, bro, they're just so good.
But yeah, you don't want to be completely unplugged, do you? Or maybe you do.
I mean, it's entertaining. It's just all extension of reality TV. Our man Dan Andrews in a bit of trouble.
Is he? How so?
Because the girl come out and said that he's a fucking pig.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Said that he's a scumbag.
Yeah, what's
psycho?
What's the actual allegation?
And he just goes around and fucking slaps chicks on the ass and says, "Hey, baby." That's what she said.
I like him if he's like that. Nah, I don't. Both ways. No. Don't.
Not at all. He's a fucking fuckwit.
Oh, he's got an agenda. What do you feel about ScoMo, mate?
Politics, just the way he goes about it.
You love ScoMo, don't you?
Try to.
You're a right-wing dog.
Maybe.
Would you fall anywhere on the wing spectrum, you reckon?
You'd try not to like change your thought to go a certain way, but
so dumb.
As it seems, I would fall into the category of slightly right.
Oh boy, there goes the pod.
Which is getting further and further right, the more the left turn into fucking little bitches.
Yeah.
But that's the old fucking, every cunt talks about that too.
That's pretty good.
What about we'll go through the best day of our lives.
Oh yeah, alright. Fuck yeah.
So, Jai got tickets to go to the Australian Open.
For free from my beautiful cousin.
Shout out to
Arena.
Cool. So we went there first time. Turns out we went there on the wrong day. So we went in. We just paid. Went in, and it was all right.
$50 for a ground pass. That's not bad.
Yeah, it was good.
If you want to go to the tennis,
it's really nice in there. You have to wait until next year. So
it's lovely.
I should tell you earlier.
Yeah, they put on a fucking great event.
But the first time we went in, it was $13 beers. So it's like, and we were both obviously fucking can't just spend $1,000 to get pissed.
Mm.
So it was a little bit, I don't know.
Piquant?
We didn't really get into it. But knowing that we're coming back a week and a half later, we'll fucking set ourselves up, and this is how we started. So we went to a pub near Flinders Street first, and then we go, well, we'll have something to eat. That way when we go in there and drink, we won't feel sick because it was hot. And if you don't eat and you start drinking, you start getting a bit fainty.
What do we have there? Palmer's?
No, we got fish and chips. So we went there bought fish and chips, and we had a schooner each. Yeah. And we're doing the right thing. We're having something to eat. The fish came out. I went to cut it in half because we just shared a main meal, and it was fucking raw. It's fucking raw. And the butter knife wouldn't even cut through it because it was still fucking fleshy.
That's right. I had a couple chips though.
So yeah,
had some of the ends.
Jai kept saying, "Don't worry about it.
Just eat it."
It was making me fucking try to reach at the table. So I went back and I'm just like, "Excuse me, I hate doing this, but this is fucking raw,
fucking raw."
And it was like he fucking knew. He's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And then I'm like, "We have to go. We haven't got time to get something else."
Oh yeah.
So they gave us a refund and 2 pints. So we went to go get food to do the right thing and ended up having fucking 2 schooners and a pint.
And no food.
No food.
So it was great.
So we went and then we got a flask.
Yes.
Flask of vodka, $30. One of the greatest tricks you can do when you go into any event.
That's a bit fucking illegal.
Yeah, true.
Gonna get kicked out now. Next one.
Fuck them.
But yeah, went in, got a couple of solos.
Yep.
Well, yeah, we got in there. It's beautiful set out, by the way.
Beautiful.
It's fucking...
And this time we had tickets to Rod Laver.
Yes, exactly. Because the ground passes, you don't get into the big matches. And...
It's $110 for that one, I think.
It was a bit of a surprise, but we ended up... Because we saw the main event the week after, so we didn't know who we'd see, and it ended up being Rafael Nadal, one of the better tennis players ever.
Against fucking Sammy Skinner, the German kid.
Yeah, and he did alright. It was a 5-setter.
Yeah, we watched the first 2 sets, and we're sitting there, and we're like started to drink, you know, we get fucking getting a bit buzzy, and then we're sitting there, and this is in Rod Laver, and we were being fucking polite because it's so quiet.
Pretty far up the back, too.
Yeah, pretty much fucking, in the bleachers.
Yeah.
And a lady turned around and said, people pay good money for this, not to listen to you or something.
Yeah, we were like cheering, just being loud and
exactly. And trust me,
obnoxious.
I would say if I thought I was being bad, but I just didn't know the fucking tennis etiquette of, like, you can't even cheer a point, you have to wait. Etiquette. Did I say etiquette?
Yeah.
I'm fucking pronouncing the whole word.
Nice.
I'm fresh.
I'll let it go.
You didn't. And this lady turned around and had a go at me, and we exchanged words.
What did you say? What did you say? Yeah.
I just said, we also pay money for our tickets.
Yeah, well, you're fucking ugly.
And she said, like, entitled. And I'm like, you're the one being entitled, telling me not to talk. And then she goes, you're entitled behaviour. And I said, you're the one being entitled, telling me not to talk. And then she goes, I said total behaviour. And I didn't say it.
You were like, fair enough. And then there were 2 lads next to us who were like laughing at the whole situation.
And they were just like, what the fuck? Because they were clapping as well.
So obviously proud men. We were a bit...
It gets worse.
I know. Let me take over.
Sorry.
We were being... You know, we weren't being disrespectful. We really weren't. She was a bitch. And so I clapped a bit.
She's like a typical fucking tennis little bitch.
I clapped a bit loudly at her. She was a few seats away.
You didn't
Not even at her.
Did you?
Yeah, clapped loud.
Clapped loud.
Clapped loud. Not at her, but I clapped loud. And the 2 people in front of me, us, were a young couple. And the guy turns around and he's like, oh, I don't think we need that. And then the girl turns around and goes, yeah, that hurt my ears. And I'm like, am I fucking Superman or what? But I just was like, oh, okay, sorry.
I know. Kill our fucking vibe.
You can't clap.
While Raphael's down there just like dripping the most sweat you've ever seen.
And we looked at the 2 guys next to us and they're like, fucking, what's going on?
Yeah.
But yeah, we had a laugh. But then we left to get a few more drinks and we...
Went and saw Curios.
Yeah.
We went to the outdoor one and watched the doubles.
That's right. And they were going fucking off.
And there was a complete opposite. Everyone was like screaming. So I'm not a massive fan of Kyrgios, but after that I'm like, fuck, no wonder he like gets a crowd going. And if people don't like him for that,
it's way better.
It's like this fucking sport will die.
But we were sitting in the fucking 37-degree sun.
37-degree sun with a group of girls.
Oh yes, a couple of lassies.
Oh,
if you're out there, by the way, and you fucking hear this, I love you. Come back to me, whoever that one was.
Yeah, that's probably my fault. That I was just in a mood that day, wasn't I? Laughs were more important than
it's funny. It's funny.
That's I got that. I'm gonna get that tattooed on my fucking lower back.
They shifted.
They left and said, "You are rude.
You're a fucking cunt.
You are a dirty, dirty man."
No, one of them did. One of
them. The other ones were pissing themselves.
Well, 2 others loved us.
2 kids in front of us, younger, and they were pissing themselves.
How much do we sound like a couple of cockheads?
We're probably being too harsh on ourselves.
We're being like fucking. Woo,
but we were.
Rub fire.
It's just one of those days where you're like, fuck. You know what? I'm not gonna abide to society's unwritten rules.
Being ourselves, we're having a fucking great time. But yeah,
and then it was just great. We were buzzing up that day,
and we went into the. Wait. So after that, we went back to Nadal and caught the last 2 sets.
Yeah, because he lost the first. He won the first 2. Then we're like, oh, it's going to be 3 setters. Let's go watch fucking big Suki Wog.
Exactly. Then he lost the next 2.
Exactly.
Oh, we made it back for like last set.
Yeah, we watched the last set and it was boring as fuck.
But we sat closer this time.
Yeah,
and
real close.
it was good.
Could have given him a high five. That close.
That close. And then we go to a bar or something. We got something to eat.
Went to Taco Bill.
No, before that.
Before it?
Yeah, when we walked out of there, when we snuck in that high class restaurant.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's probably giving too much away.
We walked into this. What's that?
It's like they
Penfolds restaurant.
They just have like
and there was no one there, so we could just walk in.
They had a doorman and a banner, but he was like talking to people.
Oh yeah.
So we just walked in, and it was like it was real, like it was like another world in there. It was fancy fucking indoor restaurants. Yeah, it was weird.
Candles. So
we sit at this cool looking restaurant, but we nearly got bread or something. And they're like, dude, what are you doing? Do you have a...
And you can tell people looking around all dressed nicely, like, these cunts are fucking good, man.
We're sweating, but fucking pissed.
Yeah.
And, so we got kind of kicked out of there. Not kicked out, they were nice. We had a water. And...
True.
Walked to the wrong bit that we probably shouldn't have gone. And we kind of
ended up on TV.
We kind of got lost into like the back fucking streets of the Oz Open, where all the cameras are, all the fucking players walk and blah blah blah. So we had to search around there, and then we were walking through this hallway that had like cameras on it, and that was like a live broadcast. They can switch to it. So we were on that, and then a lady told us said, "Does you have a name tag? Do you have a card? Something?" And we were escorted out.
Yep. And then we probably went somewhere else, but then we went to Taco Bill and got a fish bowl.
Yes.
And we said, "Can you make it strong?" And he did. It was like straight tequila.
Yeah.
And we had 3/4 of it, and Jai fucking knocked it over, didn't he?
Lucky I did, mate. Lucky I did knock it over because we were in a state.
True. And then we went to the Carlton Club, got a cigar.
Got a cigar first.
Yep. And smoked the joint in the fucking beer garden.
And a cigar, and it was bliss.
It was great. And we were still in a mood, and I was like doing voices and we were in a booth, and the guy walked over and he's like, "Can you just fucking be quiet?
Can you shut up?"
Well, a lot of people have said that to me today. What's going on?
But yeah, that was great. Met a couple of other people who were really
met a
lovely.
few chicks, and they were pissing themselves laughing. Then I said to one of them, "Can I have a kiss?" And she's like, "No."
You're fucking gross.
Oh, fuck me.
You've offended me about 18 times tonight.
Yeah, but everyone else laughed.
And then we left. We had a dance. You had a dance, didn't you?
Yeah.
In front of people.
Yeah, I did.
They're all cheering you on.
Did the worm on the bar.
You seem fun, don't you?
Yes.
It was fun. It was a great night. It was a great day.
It was a great day.
One of the best days of our lives.
Oh, then we got Macca's, and remember the big group?
Hey?
We got Macca's, and remember the big group?
Oh, yeah.
And what the girl said?
Yeah, they were like fucking 20-year-old girls.
Younger? They were like 16, I reckon.
Yeah. What'd she say?
Can't you remember? And we had a big group, we were sitting there, and she goes, "You know the worst thing about Matt? He cares about McDonald's more. He cares about his job at McDonald's than he cares about himself."
How funny is that?
Oh, and she was dead serious at me and started pissing herself off.
Fuck, I forgot about that. That's brilliant.
That was great.
That's the stuff, if you wrote it, it'd be like, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah. But it was a great day. So, got on the Australian Open, put on a good day.
That's a nice place to end it, I reckon.
True, but I've also got the story about how I went into the house. The wrong house.
Do you want to save it for next time?
I'll forget.
No.
There'll be new stories.
Mate, I'm fucking starving.
Cheers.
No, we can if you want.
Well,